The Mapmaker and the Shifting Sands. In the heart of a valley lay the city of Viridia, a place founded on the wisdom of an ancient rulebook. This book, a gift from the city's founder, was not filled with suggestions, but with clear, life-giving laws, blueprints for bridges, warnings of unstable ground, and principles for a flourishing community. Silas was the city's last mapmaker. It was not his duty to enforce the rules or punish the disobedient. His sole task was to study the rulebook and remind the people of the safe paths and the foundational truths written within it, lest they forget the way. But the culture of Viridia had changed. The citizens now called themselves the Path Painters. They believed the highest virtue was to follow one's own heart, that every personal opinion about the right way to live was a truth in itself. They saw the rulebook not as a guide, but as a cage of outdated opinions. One of the clearest warnings in the rulebook was this: build your foundations upon the high rock, for the river's sands shift and betray. Yet, Silas watched with a heavy heart as a beautiful new neighborhood sprang up along the glittering sandy riverbank. With the rulebook in hand, Silas walked down to the river. He approached a man proudly laying the foundation for his new home and said gently, "Friend, be careful. The founder's book warns that this ground is treacherous when the rains come." The man pulled his shoulder away. "Do not judge my craft," he snapped. Others gathered, hearing the commotion. "Your book is your opinion," a woman called out. "You have no right to sentence our homes. Who are you to condemn our truth?" Silas held up his hands, not in defense, but in appeal. "I pass no sentence," he said, his voice full of sorrow, not anger. "The verdict is not mine to give. I am merely telling you the speed limit. A signpost does not issue the fine. It only warns you of the danger ahead." They would not hear it. They called him a hateful relic and turned their backs on him, returning to their work with renewed fervor. They celebrated their freedom from the judgment of the old ways, their beautiful houses gleaming on the sand. Then the season turned, and the rains came. The river, indifferent to their opinions, swelled with a mighty rage. The glittering sand, once a foundation of personal truth, became a rushing tide of consequence, and the beautiful houses were swept away as if they had never been. The judgment was not in the mapmaker's warning. It was in the unyielding reality of the river. The sentence was not spoken from his lips. It was written into the nature of the sand. Silas had not been a judge condemning them to a fine. He had been a lifeline, pointing to the truth they had refused to grasp.